the thing to consider, especially in Divi, is the amount of layers that you have, right? So just for example, all right, I'm going to take this testimonial section over here. You can see this section, right? So this is on a section level. I have the section which has a background, and I can put in, you can see this background's got those little squares and those faint squares and diamonds and circles and things in the background, okay? So let's just have a look at, on the front end, what we're looking at here. So I can show you real time what we're talking about. Right, so this testimonial section, where I've actually added my contact form as well, that's got this, you see this like diamond shape and circle shape and whatnot, right? That's coming in from the background on this, on the section. And then on top of the section, you've got the row. And the row has also got a background that you can put in, okay? And backgrounds, when I'm talking background, you can put in a color, you can put in a gradient. This allows you to put in a gradient. This allows you to put in an image. And when you put in an image, you can even, you even get the option of overlay effects. And you can put in a video background as well, okay? Just so you realize that you can put in any kind of background, and that's for section, row, all of them, right? They all get the option. And then on your module as well, you get those same background options, right? So you get all those background options, plus obviously in your module, there is the content as well. So what you're talking about there is 4 layers. Do you understand?
Mm.
That's what you need to do, is you've got to break down what that design has given you into what's going to go into which layer. All right. Most important is your text. You want that on top, and you want that to be able to wrap and to adjust for different screen sizes. So text has to be, and text has to be text, actual text, typed in like this for Google to read it. All right.
Yes,
If text,
not just a JPEG or something.
yeah, exactly. Just a JPEG never works, because again, just a JPEG scales, and when it's on mobile, it's tiny. You can't read it, right? So text must always be text. That's one thing to remember. So that's always a good place to start. You look at what the designer's given you in terms of text, and that's your top layer. And then you start layering everything else in as few layers as possible underneath that. Okay.
And then also the division of the columns. So like 3 columns, or 2/3, 1/3, half.
Correct. And you do get different layouts. As you can see, you get a number of different kind of column layouts that you can choose between, which will cover most options. This orange section as well, what you'll see is it's called the speciality section. That gives you a whole lot of different kind of layout options as well.
Okay.
All right. So that allows you to do more special stuff. And then we've actually got a little short code that that I've created. So when you save something in the library, so here, for example, I can add a new module. So text, whatever. So I can add in a module here, right, and put in content, etc., etc. Something here, right, and update. And this ID here, post number 62. So what I can now do on my page is, let me just put in a code module so that we can see it's different. I can put in show module ID equals, and I put in that 62 and close my module. So that way, anything that's in my library, I can again reuse Probably going, how is that useful? I'll show you where I used it. So for example, when you create a tab module, inside the tabs themselves, you don't get the Divi builder. You just get the normal text kind of block in your tab builder, right? So my question was, how do I get different kind of modules inside each tab when I wanted to use this pricing module? So that's where I'm using a shortcode now, actually, inside there, right? So I'll just show you this on the welcome page. I added it. Where did I add it? Just below the testimonials. And no, it's not showing. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it is there. It came up above. All right, so there's that text module that I saved into the library and am displaying via shortcode, right? So that's how you can get kind of modules into other places where you wouldn't, like for example in a tab module. This is a tab module, and if you had to look at the back end of this tab module, you'll see that on each tab, all I've got is a shortcode. And that shortcode is what's displaying either a pricing table or, in the case of this one, a form on the last one.
Okay.
Okay, so that's how you can, it's just about like finding creative ways around, in a lot of cases, what the designer, you have to just like get creative with what you've got. And sometimes you have to really think sideways to come up with a solution. And sometimes it's not always possible as well. There are the occasional things that I bounce back to the designer and go, actually, sorry, but this doesn't work. You need to like either you redesign. What I have in a lot of cases is thrown back and said, okay, I need you to redesign for mobile. And what you will find here in Divi, for example, so, you know, say you've got an image module that works great full width, but then you want to change it for when it's mobile, right? You'll find that under the settings of any module, right? So including the image module, right? Under the advanced section, you'll have this visibility block, okay? And here you can disable on phone, tablet, or desktop, okay? So you can choose. So what I often do is I end up with one image that's disabled on phone and tablet, and then I have another image that's disabled on desktop. And that way I get a different image for desktop and mobile. You know, one that will be designed kind of horizontally and the other one will be designed more vertically. But that's how you can swap modules. I would just literally have, you know, I would create the image module and then I would duplicate it. And on one of them, I say disable on phone and tablet, and the other one, I disable on desktop, and then, you know, change the image accordingly. But that's how you can show and hide images, as it were, different images in the same place, right?